Islam, Islam, praising Almighty God Allah for making it out to another stream. We here with our health segment with Sheikah Sabrina Right Bay. You should have put the juice lady up there, but praise Allah. We gonna be talking about how to get healthy, how to stay healthy. We've been pretty consistent with this every other Monday, and praising Allah for that. Praising Allah for Sheikah's Right Bay taking time out of her day, to help us with this particular information. So what we're gonna do, all the housekeeping rules. I mean, just as we don't dispute who's the Supreme Grand Sheikh. We don't dispute charters. We don't get into bickering sessions and things of this nature. Today, we have a new platform. It's looking real clean and bright. So we can get your comments. Also, you'll be able to call in, and we'll give you the number. If the Juice Lady is going to be taking questions, we'll be looking at the chat, and I'm more than sure that we'll be able to give you also a number to call in on to ask your questions, so that we'll be able to answer your questions. But we're going to get into the segment, and we like to start off our segments with the Moorish American prayer, and we're going to do that. I'm going to start off with the count of three, and on one we'll say the Moorish American prayer together. Islam. 3, 2, 1. Islam. Allah, the Father of the universe.
Father of love.
Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah, my protector, my God, and my salvation.
By night and by day. Through his holy prophet. Amen.
Praise Allah. So, we got comments coming in.
Islam.
Already, so praise Allah. Without further ado, so what do you have for us? Oh, you know what? Sheikh is Tammy Lomax Bay did the Meatless Monday.
Oh, okay.
And I can't find. I tried to down. I'm having trouble with learning this screen share. I'm gonna have to play with it some more. But I wanted to show.
I wanted to show mine too. Can I? If I send you the picture, could it show up?
You should have. Yeah. Let's see if you send me the picture. I try to screen share, but I was having trouble on Thursday screen sharing some stuff that I had researched, and I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to play with it some more to find out. But if you send it to me, I may be able to screen share it. But we like to thank Sheikah's Tammy Lomax Bay,
right,
for Grand Sheikah's for sending that picture for Meatless Monday.
Wow,
it looked real good, Moors, and we just want, excuse me, we want this to be interactive. We make more science come alive. We not those people who sit around and we haven't been taught. We make it come alive because we make it a part of our every part. You're not going to catch us out in society not doing what it is that we supposed to be doing, and we're not getting down on people who we might catch out in society doing stuff that they not supposed to be doing. But for the most part, we gonna be doing what we got, what we got to do, and implementing the prophet's teachings in our every aspect, consistently, continuously, constantly. Hold on, what is the consistently, continuously, consistently, and constantly uh doing what the prophet says do to the best of our ability. Oh, and before we move on, we had a coat giveaway this weekend. We passed out, we gave away 200 coats at least. And that was with it's a sister by the name of Marvina who has a nonprofit organization. Um, she was gracious enough where she got an extensive amount of coats. She called us at a spur of the moment, and we told her we didn't mind helping her. She brought so many coats, and we served so many people, and that was a blessing. We tried to mention it on the live stream on Thursday so people could come out on Saturday. I don't know who all got to come by. Or if you sent anybody by, but if you did, we thank you. I'm more than sure that the public thanks you. And hopefully, we'll be able to do. We always do stuff like that, but we'll be able to do it more consistently now that we've made a partnership with this sister, Marvina. So 2900 Pressman Street, our one of our subordinate temples came over and picked up some coats and took it back over to 2900 Pressman and gave out coats over there. So that was, we had coats 2T to all the way to sizes 18 for children.
Wow.
So it was a blessing, and we had the children out. Actually, your daughter, Princess Malia Miller Bay, your niece, Destiny was out. My daughter, Princess Destiny was out. My daughter, Princess Imani Valance Bay was out. Prince Elijah Valance Bay, Ethan Valance Bay, Sheikis Karen Johnson Bay, Sheikis Beatrice Thornhill, all of them, and Sister Marvina's daughter. And it was just us. We was out there. We was rolling. So it was a blessing. Praise Allah. So yeah. What you got? What you got for us this week, Juice Lady?
First, I want to give honor to Allah, giving my highest honor to Allah, giving honor to our prophet, giving honor to this Monday segment of health. Praise Allah for the understanding. Today, we're going to be talking about cholesterol. But before I get into it, I wanted to give a birthday shout out to Grand Sheik Clarence Prather Ill.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Acknowledge him on his birthday.
Praise Allah.
Yes, praise Allah for Grand Sheik Prather Ill. Saturday morning, I was on my way to work, and I was looking at the video. It had just came up on my Facebook feed of when we did the Moorish doctor's office. And
okay.
So I was watching it the whole time. I was driving to work. I know I'm supposed to be driving, but I'm watching and driving. And I swear it was such a blessing, to just see that and see like growth in myself. Because I remember going from being nervous to talk about this stuff to now I'm getting more into it. And I knew years ago, I stopped eating meat now for like 9 years now. And I remember I always had in me that I was going to, try to assist people in health and stuff like that. Didn't know how I was going to do it. But when I came into the temple, I'm just so grateful for Grand Sheik Prather Ill because he like kind of lit that fire under me to try to, to get the health segment out. And I'm just giving high honors to him today and bless him on his birthday. So I just wanted to start that out. But today, I want to talk about understanding cholesterol. A lot of our people suffer with high cholesterol. Cholesterol is connected to our hormones, to testosterone and estrogen. Cholesterol is connected to vitamin D. It plays a part in dealing with the thyroid function. A lot of different things that cholesterol do. cholesterol is an essential substance for the body. And if concentration in the blood get too high, it can become a silent killer, which
Mm-hmm.
will lead to heart attack, stroke, things of that nature. Cholesterol is present in every cell of the body,
Mm-hmm.
and it has important natural functions when it comes to digestion, producing hormones, which I just read testosterone and estrogen,
Mm-hmm.
testosterone in men, estrogen in females, and generating vitamin D throughout the body.
Mm-hmm.
Our body produces cholesterol, but we can also consume it in food. Meaning, and another point I want to get to before I pass that, I said our body produces cholesterol already. A lot of people don't really know that, but we can also consume it in food. So the body can it the body creates 80% of the cholesterol that we need to stay healthy. The
Mm-hmm.
other part comes from food. So we're overdoing it with stuff like that's saturated in fat, um, oils, deep fried processed foods, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It heightens that 20%. And then that's when you have issues like high cholesterol, you know.
Like, like, going to the store. Now, I don't mean to put people on blast. I used to do it. Go to the store, order me a chicken box,
Right.
a few wings, 6 wings of fries, everything no hot, right?
No vegetables.
No vegetables, right? Then I'm at McDonald's, right? 2 fish because they got the 2 for $5 fish sandwiches, right?
Oh.
And an order of fries and a sweet tea, right?
Right.
And then you at the Cheesecake Factory getting the shrimp scampi, right? With the with the salmon, the mix,
then top it off
like that.
Then top it off with a piece of cheesecake.
All right, so now we see where because before I got my thyroid taken, my right thyroid taken out because the left one was taken out 14 years ago. So when I went to the doctor, that was one of the things that she said was my cholesterol was high. Right. So that's just to relate to tell you, when you said it contributes to the thyroid, and when I went, that was one of the issues that she wanted me to work on. Also, not getting your exercise, not walking. You don't have to do a strenuous exercise, but some of us, we drive everywhere. Sometimes we got to get out and we got to walk, even if we got to drive to a trail or something. Walking is good for us as well. But praise the Lord.
Even as though that you're on that topic of the parathyroid, vitamin D works with that. It's vitamin D, calcium. Now your body, being as though you got your thyroid removed, and she said your cholesterol is high. That's because your vitamin D and your calcium, because it's like the parathyroid balances itself. It balances itself through the calcium in the blood. Like when all of that is off, your cholesterol is high. So maybe she should have put you on a vitamin D pill, a supplement, or and calcium.
Yeah, she wanted me to do it. She wanted me to do it naturally because initially once they first took it out, they did have me on calcium. And basically what wound up happening was I only had to you should remember I only had to take calcium for that. I think it was for the first 30 days. Right. And then when I went back to do the checkup and they checked my blood and stuff, they didn't say anything about my cholesterol, but they saw that my calcium levels were normal, and we took it from there. So I gotta, praise Allah. But vitamin D, like a vitamin D pill,
it's all connected. It's definitely all connected. So we have 2 types of cholesterol. I'm pretty sure people know. You have LDL, which is bad. Low density lipoprotein. That's what that stands for. Then you have your HDL, which is your high density lipoprotein or your good cholesterol. Now, if we have high cholesterol, no symptoms. We probably won't get any symptoms at all. But the doctors, if you go into the doctor, a lot of times they'll prescribe medicine that lower your lipids or whatever. But really, the thing that could do it would be just cleanse and try to stay away from all that saturated fat, because like I said, the body produces 80% of cholesterol to keep you healthy already. So if you're eating dead end cholesterol, it's going to clog up your arteries, because number one, the cholesterol is waxy. It's like fat.
Okay.
Blood is water based. So the thing is about LDL and HDL is like foods like this. Like if you eat oatmeal, you know what I mean? Apples and stuff like that. Nuts. Stuff like that. Because when you look on the calorie intake, and when you look at cholesterol, you're gonna see zero. It's zero. So you eating cholesterol, but you're not eating cholesterol that's going to cause backup in your
good cholesterol.
Right. So the thing is, the LDL is what gives it sends all the stuff. It sends all that cholesterol into the blood. So that's how you get so if you eating, say you had a steak, you had some potatoes, you know, even if you had vegetables, they was overcooked or whatever, and you eat it, and all of that, it's going to peel away what it don't need. All the systems in the body will peel away what it don't need. So if the bad cholesterol is attaching itself to the LDL and it's throwing it into the system, so that means you got fat deposits moving around in your blood. So that's what goes into your arteries and create blockages. Like an example of a drain. If you pour oil down the drain and constantly putting cold water or hot water, it's going to be waxy, and then at some point it's going to back up.
Right.
You know, so that's how the LDL and the HDL work. The HDL will be zero cholesterol. You still consuming cholesterol. I mean, you still consuming products that will add a benefit to the cholesterol that you already have, because it's promoting cleansing. That's the number one topic. I'm telling you, cleansing. That is the number one topic. If people understand the severity of cleansing, like you have to cleanse your body. You have to. I understand people don't really care about colonics or care for it or the thought of it, but I'm telling you, that is the only way to really get that stuff out of your system so you can reset and start over. Because you piling all this concentrated food on each other. Every day you cooking. Say every day you cook. You eat nuggets and fries the day. Then tomorrow you probably eat, okay, first of all, in the morning you eat eggs, bacon, sausage, or potatoes. The afternoon you eating a chicken box. For dinner, y'all done ate salmon. So you got all types of gases going on in your stomach, blowing up here, and you also have these lipids that are trying to grasp the good cholesterol and send it through so it won't go into the blood, and then you piling on all the bad stuff that's going to go into the blood. So you throwing all of that off.
And think about
where problems come in.
Like your grandparents, right? Every month, well, at least I know every month, my grandmother, it was a time where she say, I ain't gonna tell y'all what my grandmother used to call me, right? Or I tell y'all, she used to call me Crownsville because I used to be wild, right? She said, look here, I get to acting wild. And she said, look here, Crownsville. She said, we taking the laxative. And it wasn't just me, but it was her and pretty much everybody in the house. She said, listen, we taking a laxative. And I used to be like, man, I don't want to take no lax, because that meant we can't go outside.
Right.
So she would, citrus, she used that citrus magnesium.
Oh, citric magnesium, yeah.
Yeah, even though that's hard on your stomach and things of this nature, but that's what she used to give us that. And the other thing that she used was X-Lax.
X-Lax.
Yeah, and that's what we used to use monthly. And she didn't say.
chocolate ones. Ugh,
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
disgusting. Oh
But I tell you what, y'all, I ain't a doctor, but please don't use Doka sets.
no,
Them
don't use
bad
none of this
boys,
stuff.
them bad boys that have you sweating.
Yeah, because it's over. And you know why it have you sweating? Because it's pulsating your intestines so quick to get
Oh
all that stuff out.
man, look.
That's horrible.
Oh
That's
man,
horrible.
I tell you, boy. Yeah, don't use. I'm just saying personally, my personal preference. If you're gonna use it, don't use Docasets, Ducaset, whatever it's called.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, like I'm saying, cholesterol. I'm gonna go back over. Cholesterol is an oil-based substance. It does not mix well with blood, which is water-based.
Mm-hmm.
Cholesterol travels around the body in lipoproteins, which you got two abbreviations, which we just went over.
Okay.
Bad is LDL, good is HDL. Now, cholesterol that travel in the body through the LDL is unhelpful because LDL is what delivers bad cholesterol to tissues and is connected to clogged arteries.
Mm-hmm.
When your cholesterol travel through HDL, it is considered good cholesterol because it removes cholesterol from the circulation and from the artery walls and return it back to the liver for excretion. Okay, so when you eat stuff like I said, oatmeal,
Mm-hmm.
avocados, apples,
Mm-hmm.
nuts, even these type of nuts. These are cashews that's chocolate covered with cacao.
Okay.
Cacao. And cacao is actually a good fat along with avocados. So these are things that get your colon moving, that moves those toxins. Like I said, it removes the cholesterol from circulation. So if it goes through your body and it gathers up everything that don't belong, send it to the liver, and then it excrete from your body.
Okay.
So go ahead.
So do you want to take any questions?
Yeah, I'll take a question.
Okay, so if someone would like to call in, and this is a health related question, you can call in at 443-808-1198 if it's a health related question. If it's not a health related question, on Thursdays and this Thursday we'll be back. She joined the ill and myself to talk about any other issues. But if it's a health related question, because this is our health segment, you can call in at 443-808-1198 or type it in the chat. Just a little bit of housekeeping. That's all.
Right. So you have any questions?
No questions as of yet.
Okay. So I'm gonna move on. So 4 functions of cholesterol in the body. First, it contributes to the structure of cell walls. So it helps create, it's vital in creating cell walls within the body. It makes up the digestive bile acid in the intestine, allowing the body to produce vitamin D. It enables the body to make certain hormones, like I talked about before, testosterone and estrogen. High cholesterol is a risk factor for coronary heart disease and the cause of heart attacks. Like I was giving you the example of a drain. Like I said, oil and water don't mix. So when you eating saturated fats, it's not just going down your stomach and coming out. It's going down, and 9 times out of 10 it's getting stuck and it's sitting in there. It's something called fermentation and petrification, meaning that waste is constantly going in and out of your intestine, back into your blood, in and out. Just keep recycling each other. So these things create buildup, and which dealing with cholesterol, being as though it's waxy, it creates buildup in the heart, and that creates problems like heart attacks, strokes, and things like that.
Okay.
Now some self-care that we can do to reduce the intake to reduce your levels of cholesterol is to help manage it is limit foods that consist of unhealthy cholesterol. That's common sense, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
animal fats, meat, cheese, saturated fat, meat, dairy, chocolate, baked goods. I mean, a lot of people like baked goods, but it's
Mm-hmm.
other things that we can. It's a lot of like more healthier option baked goods out there today. It's too many options out there today to still, the dot want to just step out and try something different, just to bring more health to your body. Deep fried and processed foods, trans fats, fried processed foods. Also, excess weight gain and obesity can also lead to higher levels as well, such as
Mm-hmm.
diabetes, other things such as diabetes, liver, kidney disease, polycystic ovary syndrome, pregnancy. It can increase it because the female hormone is increased when you're pregnant. Underactive thyroid gland, that could be a sign of low vitamin D and calcium in the body.
Mm-hmm.
And drugs that increase LDL, such as steroids.
Mm-hmm.
So you have anything, or you want me to continue?
Uh, no, you can continue because I hope people are listening, because when you really start to look at how our teeth are shaped, we are not made to really be meat eaters, because if we were, if you look at lions, they go and they attack their prey and they just eat them bad boys. They don't have to cook it and things of this nature. And some of the stronger animals, such as elephants, giraffes, horses, when you look at them and you look at like how their teeth are shaped, mainly they eat a lot of, like vegetation. You
Mm-hmm.
see, and like oats and stuff like that. So um, just to point that out. So you can get your sources of protein from things such as beans and other healthy things that will help you get your proteins and stuff like that.
Right. So
Hmm.
that sends me right into like these are options that keep the colon moving and keeping the excess toxins out of your body, mainly constantly keeping you going to the bathroom and relieving yourself of all of that stuff that creates problems down the line.
Hmm.
So foods that decrease cholesterol levels will be like oats, barley, stuff you just mentioned, oats, barley, whole grains, beans, eggplant, okra, nuts, vegetables, fruits of any kind. Also, fatty fish such as salmon, sardines, and tuna. Now, I
Hmm.
used to love salmon. I mean, that was pretty much I just
Yeah, that
recently.
was
I've
my
been a
favorite.
couple months. You know what I mean? That I stopped eating fish all around again.
Hmm.
So but also salmon, tuna, and sardines. They are oily, good fish. They have
Hmm.
like your omega threes and stuff like
Hmm.
that. It's good for you
Man,
overall food, but also just make sure you keep your colon moving. That's it. If you want to eat that stuff, it doesn't matter if you eat it or you don't. But if you do, just make sure when you cooking your vegetables, you're not overcooking them. And if
Mhm.
you do cook broccoli, make sure you have like a raw salad with it, or
Mhm.
something raw. It could be a kale salad, it can be a spinach salad, it can be a
Oh.
raw
Mhm.
Caesar salad or something. Like
Mhm.
there's
Mhm.
something raw to get that roughage in there to follow behind this stuff and keep it up out of sticking so it can move straight through your system.
Praise Allah.
So we already went over the foods that's bad.
Mhm.
How to keep your levels healthy. So it says 200 milligrams per deciliter, a healthy LDL should be less than 100 milligrams deciliter. So consuming a heart healthy diet, we try to avoid smoking, exercise, and manage a healthy weight. And a lot of times when
Yeah.
you let all them toxins go out your system, your body will be a healthy weight. It'll wind up just going back to what it's supposed to be. So, like I said, the body provides 80% of the cholesterol we need. The liver and intestines makes that 80% of the cholesterol we need to stay healthy. 20% of it comes from the food we eat. So, and some facts about cholesterol. Cholesterol is not just produced in the blood, it's produced in every cell of the body. Cholesterol is a waxy, whitish, yellow, fatty supplement, a substance is, and is crucial to block. It will block your arteries if it gets into the brain. I mean, the blood. Lipoproteins move cholesterol through the body in form of lipids, so it can safely travel through the blood without clogging. So, but other than that, it's just mainly we just gotta just try to eat good cholesterol more. That's it. That's politically. I'm not here to try to tell you to jump and change your diet or look at this and be like, oh my God, where am I start? No, just take your time and just start bringing other things into your diet. You just go get a bag of nuts, raw nuts, not the salted. I mean, even if you do find them in the market, it's better than eating some saturated trans fat chips. But peanuts, nuts,
seaweed, like sometimes people, them little seaweed come in the little boxes, like they look like they almost like chips.
Right, it's seaweed.
Yeah, seaweed, seaweed. That.
You got plantain chips, you have banana chips, apple chips, fried
mango chips.
Yeah, mango chips.
Yeah, stuff like that.
These are things that it might look different and it might taste a little different and it might take you to get a little used to. But at the end of the day, it'll really bring out the what you want. It'll bring out a healthy weight. It'll get the toxins out your body. And what we really hope is to get off the medicines and things like that. Because a lot of times the medicines, they good. I mean, I'm not gonna go against the doctor's order. They they good for what they are good for. But stuff like this, like cholesterol, this can be fixed naturally.
Yeah. We talking about basically what you are making reference to is things. If we were eating right in the first place, there would have been no need for us to take that medication. So what you're sharing with us is that once we start changing certain things in our diet, what we allow our bodies to do is reset. And then we'll notice that, we'll go back to the doctors and the doctors will say, well, what have you been doing? Or, what's going on here? Or, and, you may even be able to be taken off of the medication per the doctor's orders if you start doing things a little differently. Right. We're not saying that it's, that it's actually going to happen, but what we're saying is give it a try. You definitely going to notice a difference in your energy levels and things of this nature. And who knows, if you do the right things and you eating the right things and you walking and getting a little bit of exercise, you never know. You may be able to stop taking, prescribed medication. Like for example, me, the type of medication that I take, excuse me, I'm going to have to take that medication for the rest of my life.
Right.
Unless the organ that was removed regenerates itself, which it has been known to regenerate. Now, if I get that blessing where it regenerates, then maybe I won't have to take the medication. But for right now, I gotta follow the doctor's orders, so.
Right. I wanted to read something out of the Colon Health book.
Yeah, praise the Lord.
And it is in the heart section, and I underlined a few things. It's okay. I'm gonna read a few things out of here. It says, okay, the first thing I underlined, it said concentrated starchy foods, which last the 2 weeks ago when I was talking, concentrated foods are any foods that's not fruits or vegetables. So starch. Foods can so concentrated starchy foods can cause a great deal of trouble in the colon and can also be dangerous for the heart. The digestion of such starches in excessive quantities, meaning we piling them on and piling it on, causes
like pizza every day.
Pizza and fries. Pizza and fries.
And fries. That was my shot. Pizza in a minute.
With gravy on it. Fries with gravy. The digestion of such starches in excessive quantities causes the creation of abnormal amounts of carbon, which becomes carbonic acid gas.
Mm.
To avoid this danger, we need to reduce our consumption of starches to a minimum, or better still, avoid them all around.
Mm.
So these are the things that's going on in our system when our eyes are looking out here, and we
Right.
not worrying about what's going on inside, and then we feel the
Mm-hmm.
little pains here and there. We be like, oh, our stomach is hurt, let me get some water, let me take some medicine, instead of just seeing really what the problem is. Think
Right.
about, we got to take a log of what we eat daily. So
Right.
like I said, put in more fiber rich foods in your diet. Try as much as you can, if it's day by day, week by week, to try to ease away from that meat, because I'm
Right.
telling you, it's a problem in our people. Okay, it is.
Right. And that's the see, this is the problem. To be aware, because when you telling us to log this stuff down, right? We are creatures of habit. Sometimes we have made these momentums, and we got into these habits of doing certain things, and it's just like second nature. And because we young, or we're younger, and our bodies can handle certain things, then basically what wound up happening was, you know, we was we was good. But now some of us are getting older, and as you get older, you start to recognize change in your body. You see? And what happens is, if we can log this stuff down, then that brings it to your awareness, and now you can start to change your behaviors. You see?
Right,
Um,
definitely.
and hanging around, Europeans not bad people,
No.
but however, what we saying is that their culture and their behaviors is not something that we should continue to take on, because it hasn't been healthy for us. You see? And
And that's the key. It ain't
right,
healthy for us.
that's right,
Our bodies are not made to eat this stuff. This is why we're always the ones in the doctor getting medicine. I'm telling you,
that's right,
because our system is not set up for that.
right,
And we killing ourselves with our
hmm,
tongue.
right,
It's like we worry about how something tastes, or we get infatuated with how something looks.
hmm,
And we don't realize that stuff, it really takes a toll over time. It takes a
hmm.
toll on your body.
Praise the Lord. Yeah.
I'm gonna read two more things and then I'm gonna wrap
Right.
it. So here's the other thing I had underlined. It say there are three particular minerals. And again, I'm coming out of Cold and Health, Dr. Norman Walker. This is an excellent book. Y'all should purchase it if you can. It's real reasonable book. There are three particular mineral elements which the heart needs, essential only in very small amounts, a mere fraction of 1%. These are potassium, sodium, and calcium. The potassium and the sodium promote a state of relaxation in the muscles, while the calcium promotes a state of contraction. These elements are supplied by the food we eat. When the food is raw, these elements are in the form of organic minerals. That's why I push juicing, because
Mm-hmm.
you're getting the actual minerals that you need. And when you start getting those minerals on a daily basis, you don't really have to get it from somewhere else. You start, your body start recognizing bad and good.
Okay.
Um, Organic minerals, which are readily assimilated for constructive purposes by the body. When these elements are obtained from cooked or fried food, they are inorganic, and much of their energy value is lost. That's what I was talking about. When you overcook your vegetables and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the enzymes are gone. Like fruit and vegetables, just like us, we have an aura around us.
That's right.
They have auras too when they in a raw form. It's
Mm-hmm.
a nice aura around it. So when you cook it, it turns like brownish, look wilted and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's taking out all the life that's in it. Fortunately, the body is equipped with a vast degree of tolerance and can utilize such inorganic elements, but it does so at the expense of much waste of energy in the process of digestion. So the body going to do what it's supposed to do already. It's going to digest whether you put in good or whether you put in bad. But the problem is the energy you got to use to digest,
Right.
and you taking energy away from other parts in your body that need that energy. So cooked and fried foods create far more fermentation and petrification than do the live or organic food, meaning it sits in your stomach, it don't come out. Like when you eat raw and you eat drinking your juice and you drinking your smoothies and you eating like fiber rich foods, nothing standing there. Like it all come out. Or if it don't come out, it's going to come out the next time. But when you got that concentrated food sitting in there, it doesn't come out. It just sits there because how is it moving through the system? It's nothing pushing it.
Right. Yeah. So, these are just some important things that we're sharing with you more, or people just in general that are watching. we're sharing these particular things with you, because somewhere in the Quran we read, even that which is honesty, health is that which is honesty to the what health is honesty to the body, is even that is honesty to the soul. And what winds up happening is, Allah has sent us this equipment, and we don't know what equipment that we're working with. And as a result, we're not able to get the optimal use out of the equipment that Allah has blessed us with. So, what we're talking about is, in order for us to raise our level of consciousness and for us to raise our level of spirituality, we have to take care of what Allah has given us, So, praise Allah. We thank you again, Juice Lady. So, do you have any recipes, or things that we should try this week or something like that?
This week, the thing is, I be posting stuff on the page because I come up with things throughout the week. Just follow the Juice World Cold Press Juice page, and I be posting things. I'm gonna start I posted my little recipe, 2 of them. It was veggie spaghetti for last Monday, and I had made I had used red lentil pasta.
Okay. Oh, okay.
It was pretty good. Yeah, I had made a pasta out of it, and I had just I boiled the noodles because it's red lentil spaghetti noodles. So you just boil them, and I cut up raw zucchini, raw cucumbers, tomatoes, red onions, and I had put some cilantro and green peppers and red peppers and orange peppers. I'm sorry, and I took some zesty Italian and just squirted on it and moved it around. It was pretty good. Okay. Yeah.
Well, the next time we come on, hopefully I'll be able to work that screen share so I can show Lomax base meatless Monday salad. And then
you know what? One thing I can say, like in the morning, instead of I know a lot of people love eggs and stuff in the morning. Try some oatmeal.
Okay.
Because it'll fill you up. And plus oatmeal is zero cholesterol. So it's not going to add harm to the body. It's actually helping your body. And I know this is Quaker. I know, it has its sugars and, and stuff like that. Okay, total sugar is less than 1 gram. Okay. So it's a pretty good one. And plus it's fiber and protein. So it'll keep you full longer. Yeah.
Praise Allah. Well, we definitely thank you. We thank everybody for tuning in. Thank everybody for their comments. We'll be back next Monday. She Jonelle and I should be back this Thursday.
We won't. Oh yeah, next. Okay, yeah, the following Monday.
Yeah, following Monday. Yeah. Right. So, praise Almighty God Allah. Once again, we thank you for joining us. We'll be back at the same time, same Moorish channel. And with that, we're going to just leave out with the closing prayer. And I'm going to start from 3, and on 1 we'll just say the Moorish American prayer, and we'll actually close out. Islam.
Islam.
3, 2, 1. Allah,
Allah,
the universe,
the
the
Father,
Father,
love,
love,
truth,
peace,
peace, freedom, and justice.
and justice. Allah, my protector,
My
my
God,
God,
and my
and my
salvation
salvation.
by night and by day. Through his holy prophet, Drali. Amen.
Islam.
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 Islam.